Right. Should we round 4 preview? I think we should.
Let's do it.
Because Easter is fast approaching. Be full of chalky eggs and beers this weekend. I'll be down the beach hanging out.
I'll be at home hanging out, trying to watch as much footy as I can.
Not driving down till Friday, which is good. So old mate's going to a comedy
with
show.
Everyone else.
Well, I think Thursday be worse, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
Friday, I'm just like, yeah, we'll just go whenever. Or no,
Yep.
missing the footy. But we start off Brisbane, Collingwood. Now, I did the lines for these yesterday, and I think we tracked some of the way they moved last week, and that was pretty fun. So let's see what they're up to now. So it was 16.5. The Brisbane Lions hosting the Collingwood Magpies at the Gabba, where, I mean, Collingwood smashed them at the Gabba at the start of last year. And that was like part of the Brisbane Lions like horror opening to the season. On to win the flag. But of course, Brisbane beat them in a prelim last year, right? Was it prelim? I want to say yes.
We'll go with yes. I can't remember.
Oh, the finals last year. I'm pretty sure that was a prelim. And so, I don't know. This is an awesome matchup. The line was 16.5. It is currently 16.5. Seems fair too. I think the way the Lions sort of play at home. The Pies, though, I don't mind them. The plus 16.5 here, Jez.
Yeah, I'm a little bit. I'm on the fence with this one because I could see this being a within a goal result, but I can also see Brisbane doing what they did to St Kilda and just running away with it.
Yeah.
With 5 goals in. So I'm going to take Brisbane at that minus 16.5 because I think that whilst Collingwood travel well and they always seem to play well interstate because they only have to go there once a year. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Lions because I think that if they showed signs against St Kilda of bouncing back to that team that they can be, that we all know they can be. So.
Yeah, Kitty Coleman looked awesome. Like at times, just like a little bit of dash. I don't know. I think even if they don't have Pendles, the Pies, I kind of don't mind them keeping this one tight. So I don't know if they'll win, but I reckon they might keep within 16.5. Friday, North Melbourne, Carlton for Good Friday. And Carlton are somehow favourites by 8.5 points in this game. What are we doing here, Jez? Because
North Melbourne must be setting the lines.
I am going to take the Roos, and I mean, Suva. I think the weird thing about like your guys just played the Roos. Like, if you have like an inept-ish kind of back half like Carlton do, where you're like, we've got Jacob Wiedering.
Oh, we do.
It's like Wiedering is good, and then you're like, there's Lewis Young. He runs around. That's it, right? Like, it's horrible. Lewis Young was actually pretty good at times last week. Also, just had a couple of just Lewis Young moments.
Yeah.
But they've got, like, Carlton will be 100% susceptible to not only Suva kicking 3 or 4, but like Paul Curtis or Zurha will kick 3 or 4 and tear us up. So, yeah, I'm going to go the Roos. I don't think we're going to hope.
I think I agree on that. I think the only thing that may help Carlton is that North's ruckman is obviously not playing.
That is true.
So Pitto should have a day out because I don't think the Kangaroos have a significant backup. I think their next best is basically a rookie and then a Category B rookie. So I think the one thing that could help Carlton to win this game is that. However, I'm going to go with North to cover 2 because I think that they're just going to be too strong in the midfield and up forward. And I think it's probably going to be a very similar result to Saturday night with North and Essendon. I think it'll be a couple of goals for North Melbourne.
I think they're just going to be too fast. Just they've got speedy dudes everywhere, and I
am going to watch this with interest though to see how many goals up Carlton will be at halftime because it could be a record here.
Yeah, you're right. Like if they get first touch of the ball and actually go out there, carve it up a little bit, get to use it. If Pitto's actually out there doing some good work
Mm,
without Cherry there, they could sort of maybe control the game. But then I'm not at all convinced that they will be able to keep control
yep.
until they do it. Adelaide Freo is the. I love that we've got the Good Friday double headers, and I love that it's just like a weird Adelaide Freo game because it's like hell yeah, this is. And people get up in arms. Oh, it should be just the one. Shut up. Just give me more
Yeah,
footy.
piss off. Go away.
What else are you doing on Good Friday? This is now a two
Eating chocolate.
2.5 point line for the Crom at home. So
Ooh.
they're only slight favourites. Freo are just a conundrum wrapped in a riddle, wrapped in a mystery. And I don't know what to make of them. I'll take the Crom at home, I think. I think if they have Tex back, which I think was the plan, right? I think they kind of half rested him on the short week off to Geelong. So he'll stay at home
I
for the
think
weekend.
Jordan Dawson and Rory Laird might be in the mix for this week as well. So I'm going to take Adelaide as well.
Nice. I think Freo.
I think it'll be a good game. I'm hoping Freo surprise us and take it right up to them. So I'd love to see another dying seconds winning goal or something dramatic like that. So maybe they'll forget how to tell time and the quarters will just go for a year and a half. I don't know. Anything can happen in Adelaide.
For Freo, everything and anything can happen there. They do have very big pints. Speaking of big pints, so think about Adelaide though, like, with what? Lockie McAndrew as their ruck, and you'll have Luke Jackson and Sean Darcy out there carving it up, running around, causing a bit of havoc. I don't know, Freo are a live one there, I reckon, but that should be a really good game. Saturday, 4:15 we start. Jeez. Richmond Port at the G. 11.5. That's still the line. That is a tough one. Do I want to take Richmond here, Jez? What are we doing? This game rules.
This could be one of the most entertaining games of the year in that it could be a 0-all result or it could be 150 each way. We could see the highest amount of turnovers in history here. But I think it's going to be interesting either way. I'm going to go and take the Tigers.
I want to take
cover.
the Tigers. I want to take the Tigers to cover too.
I'm going to back them. I reckon they've played 3 halves of good footy, and I reckon Port Adelaide are garbage. I've been saying it all year. Just because they beat Essendon by 10 goals, that doesn't matter. But they are actually not great, and I reckon the Tigers are going to, at the very least, keep it very close, if not win.
Give me the 11.5.
Yep.
11.5. We then have West Coast Sydney, which is the Eagles are only 26.5 point underdogs at home against the Swans. It was a couple of years ago. I placed a couple of sneaky $20 wagers on a West Coast Sydney game and made a horrifyingly large amount of money from those wagers because Sydney killed West Coast. And I don't know how you feel about some of those, Jez, but it leaves a very happy vibe in my brain. I'm 100% taking the Swans, and I reckon they absolutely demolish the Eagles here.
Yeah, look, I'd love to say that West Coast are going to ride the wave and keep it close, but I think they might. If I could take that line at quarter time, then I'd be comfortable. But I'm going to go the Swans as well because I think that West Coast might be able to hang with them for a half because it's at home, and then the Sydney Swans will kick in. Heaney's back this week, I believe. So I think our Footy Unfilterated zone, Justin McInerney, is primed to have a big Supercoach day, which I'm sure you'll go into on Jim Does Supercoach.
Come on, Jim.
But I'm going to be factoring in 25 and a couple of goals for him in my multi when I put it on that game. So
love it. I might do the same.
Yeah.
Sunday, we have Melbourne hosting the Gold Coast Suns. So the Suns,
the Petrarca Bowl.
The Petrarca Bowl. It's like the last game that the Suns play at the MCG all season as well, isn't it? Until they come down here and win the grand final. This has moved from 18.5 to 21.5. So the Demons are more underdogs, which is crazy, but here we are. I'm going to take the Suns. I think they run right over the top of the Demons, even without Petrarca. I think they'll be too fast, too good. The wide open spaces of the G, I think they'll be awesome. Ben King, he was,
Mm.
I mean, coming off a week off. Carlton were coming off a week off and looked like it for the first half. They looked amazing, but I think Gold Coast are going to be running rampant.
But Carlton are Carlton and Gold Coast to Gold Coast. So,
One's a
um,
one's Carlton.
I think Melbourne are going to be that 1 week on, 1 week off team where you'll get a really good performance 1 week, then you'll get absolute shocker the next. So I'm going to go with Gold Coast for that. I'm actually most likely going to be at this game, so
Ooh,
I'm
nice.
pretty excited to watch both teams actually. So because Melbourne have shown something, I didn't think they'd fire a shot much, but they're actually quite an exciting team. I'm liking the brand of football that Stephen King's got them playing. So, and obviously we love Gold Coast here at Footy Unfilterated. So, Footy Unfilterated's own Gold Coast Suns.
Our beloved.
Yep,
I
they're
will
the
also
ones.
happily concede Melbourne fans are very fun. Well, they're very
Funny.
they're unconfrontational. They're just pretty chill. They've been through a lot. And because I remember the Carlton Melbourne game, what was it? I want to say semi final 2 years ago, whatever. And it's all mixed in again. And we're sitting next to a Demons bloke and his misso on the weekend. Lovely chats. They were chatting along with the squid and having a great old time. So yeah, I don't know. That'll be a great game to go to, Melbourne Gold Coast. Good shout. This one, maybe not so much for an Essendon fan. The
I
West
won't be going to this game.
It was 70.5, and it's actually gotten worse. 72.5 is the line now for the Dogs against your Bombers, Jez. What are you going to take the plus 72 or the minus 72?
Dogs.
Going the Dogs?
I said it last week. I'm not tipping Essendon ever again. So I think I've been to this game quite a few times, and there was one where I took my Ruby and Zach to a few years ago, and we kicked the first goal of the game in the first, I think, 30 seconds. We did not kick another goal until late in the fourth quarter. In between that, the Western Bulldogs managed to kick 25 of them. So, and that's just whenever we play the Bulldogs, I fear this is going to happen. And until we can, this for me, this game against the Bulldogs seems to be, it's the Bulldogs and Geelong, wherever we're at when we play them, seems to determine what our season is. And the fact that in the last 2 or 3 years we've lost to the Bulldogs by 80 plus, I think 4 times, and we've lost to Geelong 60 plus, probably the same amount of times. That just shows you how far off the competition we are and have been for a long time. So I think the Bulldogs will absolutely crack this one in. 70, I'd take it, chuck another 20 on there and I'll take the Bulldogs.
So
I think this will be a 100-point margin.
Last year was 93, 143 to 50.
Mm-hmm. And the first one was 80 something.
Yeah, 127 to 36. Jesus. 96,
Yeah.
67 the time before that, you won.
That'd be the rare one.
April 24. Jeez. 90 to 49 in 23, 103, 71, 22. So, yeah, you've won one of the last 5. But
yeah, we're good.
I'm going the Dogs. Monday, Hawthorn Geelong, the big Easter Monday clash. I do find, so this is how dumb opening round is. Over Easter, where we're playing a million games, we still have buys somehow.
Oh.
What are we doing?
Buys suck. They really suck.
Kilda and GW are going to be like, what did we do? What the hell?
We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days of footy.
Which is awesome.
We've got 5 days where there's nothing else to do but watch footy. And we still have to have one short of game.
I'm always give me more footy. I'm home. Yeah. I'm a homer with the donut machine, right? Footy's just into my head. Just give me the footy. And how we have a bye over Easter, why did we just not have them have their buys when other teams were having their buys? It's just
we could have had an extra game on the Sunday or even the Saturday starting at 1:10.
Would have been perfect. Anyway,
give me a Monday night game even.
I'd be double header. Let's go.
Yep. Still,
so Hawks are 10.5-point favourites against the Cats at the G. This game rocks. These two teams right now are playing both like pretty well-ish, but there's like obvious holes in their game. So I might actually go the Cats because I just want to take the points at this point. 'Cause if I think they can win, and I kind of think the Cats could, but even if the Hawks do win, I think the Cats will keep it close. So yeah,
I'm a little bit torn on this one because I tend to agree with you. However, I do think Hawthorn are a better side right now. And I think that I do think the line's a little high. I think it's going to pop in probably. I wouldn't be surprised if this is an absolute thriller, but I'm going to take the Hawks.
all right.
Because I think that they are just. That's about how much better I think they are, but I think it's going to be closer. So, but I don't know. I'm going to stick with the Hawks. I think the Hawks. I've picked them for top, and I'm just going to go for it.
Nice.
Bugger it. Why not?
That's what he says.
What have I got to lose other than beers?
Exactly. Speaking of which, I think, actually, no, you are 3 up on me after this week. So it's 14-17 at this point. So good week for Jez. There's 3 different, I think, this week as well. Maybe 2.
Yeah, we've done pretty well at keeping it interesting. So you could quite easily peg it back in 1 week, which is great.
Fingers crossed. Sleevo's Punters Club. Best bet for
Sleevo.
Best bet for round 4. Sam Darcy 5+ for me. I think he's sort of just like the giant in waiting, a week off, and I think he goes whack against your.
Well, especially with a witch's hat playing on him in Ben Mackay.
Yeah,
I can't see him.
I don't know.
Good shout, that one.
I don't know what that'll be priced at, but I can't imagine it'll be too crazy though. But I just love it. So off we go. My Essendon North over from last week didn't hit.
Nowhere near it.
It was crazy. I'm just sitting there going, what is going on? Can you guys just like
I'll tell you, that's what the AFL should be trying to fix is the low-scoring games at Marvel.
That's weird, isn't it? That was horrible.
Yep.
And what was yours last week?
Last week I was Cozzy, $3+. Because I thought that he would dominate the game for Melbourne, which he did, but he did it with possession instead of goals. I think he only kicked that one late that kind of sealed it for him. So this week I have gone for a bit of a double up, and I think it's going to be the Bont to have 30+ and 3 goals. I'm sure you'll get a hefty. And when I do it, I'm going to throw in the Sam Darcy 5+.
There you go.
Make it a nice little tidy same game multi. So
the Footy Unfilterated.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'll post it up when I do it, and you can all jump onto whatever your preferred betting site is and have a dip.
Like it. Nice. All right. Well, there you go. That's it for. I better press the button for the song.
The banger.
Right. I love that. That's it for the round 3 wrap and the round 4 preview episode of Footy Unfilterated. Here's to a big weekend of chalky eggs and some tunes.
Oh, I feel sick already.
Follow us on whatever socials you want to. I think they're all out there. I think, chucking some stuff up. Basically, slowly moving as NBA slows down to actually getting some more footy stuff up and going. So I think we had the power rankings finally go up last week. That was fun.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I'll do that again this week and eventually get around to doing a video for it, which is always good. We'll do some more bits and bobs as well. I actually forgot I had a couple of awesome photos from that Melbourne Carlton game as well that I forgot to chuck up. But anyway.
Yeah, nice.
All good. So
I'll get some commentator power rankings happening this weekend. So because there's quite a few of them that are definitely throwing their hat in the ring for the worst and the best. So
my boy Jackie Heverin on Channel 7. Love that. Anyway, make sure you subscribe across all of your podcast apps of choice, whatever. Get on the YouTube, jump in the comments, send us through some nahs. I mean, that way I don't have to write them.
Please.
Yeah.
It's
a lot easier. And that's it. Anything else you want to throw in there, Jez?
Enjoy the footy, drink, be merry, and if you're an Essendon supporter,
stay away from all crossing. Just get up there. Just hang yourself off one. Just like, there we go. This is better than watching.
Reach out if you are an Essendon supporter. I've got 2 pretty big shoulders to cry on.
I love this. The Bombers support group over here. All right. Next week, stay off the rubbish gear. This has been Footy Unfilterated. We'll catch you next week.
See ya.
We'll take our places, staying. This is